continue as long as this game takes, as Guerra was sent off with 12 minutes left in the second half. And we're underway for overtime. Bristol laid it back for Dustin, who now comes near side to Albrecht. Chested ahead by Amel, who's back into the match. And he shouldered that one away. Albrecht, a quick step to get to it, but could not keep it in play.
He's had a couple of those today.
Again, we're seeing the Cadets make some uncharacteristic mistakes. Young wins that forward to Weir. Amel had to stop and backpedal to corral that. He wants to send more in, but Derek is sealed off. Amel goes to the air to head down that forward pass. But again, it seems every time the Cadets win a 50-50 ball, they turn it over right after, as this is blocked down by Adams.
Yeah, they do. They turn it over. Just when you think something good's going to happen, they turn it right back over. Again, they have that problem we talked about last week. The finish. They can't seem to finish.
Create a lot of chances.
Yeah, they get there and then nothing happens.
Baco switches fields and goes to the far side. Now Skelton to the 18. Dustin, a nice play to poke it away. And keep it in play as well, as Weir has it in space. Amel trying to make his run.
Well, we got somebody all the way over to the other side. No.
Shears is also back into the match for overtime. He left with about 4 minutes left in regulation to get a quick breather. Dustin ahead for Young. Now Flanagan. Passed into the middle for Amel. Into space, wanted to hit Shears, miscommunication.
He just does that a lot.
Barrientos took it away. Barrientos wants to send Skelton. That one was too strong, back the other way. And Hallstrom with the save. And just an absolute bomb. Amel comes together with McCarthy, trying to go for that aerial 50-50 ball. This one deflects to Shears. Takes a good bounce for him after he misplayed it. Goes to Bristol. Albrecht ahead. One touch from Weir, trying to send Amel in. Taken away. Baco. Blocked by Campbell. Cadets can try to go back the other way now. Flanagan. Chance to send Weir. He tried to, but it was broken up by Montemuro, who continues to have a strong game defensively. Headed on by Amel. But McCarthy there in recovery. Flanagan couldn't trap it down cleanly. And Adams creates space for himself. Albrecht and Shears came together, and this shot is blocked off the foot of Barrientos. And Flanagan tried to head it away, but the Lasers take it back. Barrientos tried to flick it for Skelton, but the Cadets turn it over again.
Jeez.
They put it right back on the foot of Baco. Now this is Alex Parent, who we did not see in either of the first two halves. Tried to send Skelton again. It deflected, and now Adams has it. To the far corner of the 18. Adams will start walking his way back. Now Montemuro sends a cross in. Albrecht to the air to head it away. And Weir comes crashing in and can't keep it in.
I can't figure out if we got the advantage, man advantage, or they do.
Just seems like the Cadets aren't, they're not taking that extra second like we've seen them do time and time again. So this throw-in comes down to Skelton. We also have not seen the Cadets play an overtime game at home this season. A tough 3-2 loss in double overtime at Plattsburgh State early in the season, followed by 2 overtime ties, 0-0 against Castleton and 1-1 at Johnson and Wales, like I had mentioned earlier in the broadcast. As this one's played over the sideline by Alves.
That's all right.
Now this is an opportunity for the Cadets to get some bodies up. They have the player advantage. Looks like Alec Briganti is coming back into the match. He's going to take the place of Weir.
Well, we got three back.
And the throw from Flanagan. Poked away initially. Deflected back to Billy Flanagan. Into the middle for Shears. Broken up. They wanted to send Skelton. Couldn't connect with him on the through ball. Skelton charging. And big contact between Skelton and Hallstrom. It's like Skelton got the worst of it as he went to the turf.
That didn't work out real well.
Briganti lost the ball on his feet. Comes together with Dybod. And meanwhile, the Lasers coming back the other way. A nice cutback from Barrientos. Skelton puts a long shot on, and it's going to sail high and wide. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in overtime number 1.
I don't think we've had a chance in the overtime. And we had some great chances at the end of regulation, but right now we're struggling a little bit.
A couple of those chances came before the red card. And now a cross comes in from Skelton. Hallstrom makes the play. Making a strong run was Brennan Adams. And Hallstrom wants transition as he quickly gave it to Albrecht, but that's blocked down right off the chest of Barrientos.
Uh-oh.
Dustin stepped up. Barrientos beat him. A ball to the far post that's too far for Skelton. Lasell carrying the play for the last several minutes. You mentioned it, Charlie, towards the end of the second half. The lights need to come on. The lights have since been turned on.
Well, I do it voice activated.
As Hallstrom's goal kick bounces twice. Briganti hit from behind.
Boy,
Shears turned and played it. It was a foul, but referee Seiler signaled play on because the Cadets maintained the possession. Now it's taken away and somehow kept in bounds along the far sideline by Alves, but he had left his defensive spot. Now he has to get back as Briganti has it. Briganti.
We need a corner kick.
He kept it in along the far sideline, and now it deflected off of Alves. Bristol will take this. Again, simulated corner kick. Deep throw in. With 2:45 to go in the first overtime period.
Time out.
We get a clock stoppage. From referee
Hunter
Seiler.
Hunter
was pointing to the far sideline. Don't know if it was the Lasell bench.
I think so.
Throw-in comes in over the head of Briganti, and Alves clears it away. Skelton tried the one touch. Young comes back and gets to it. Albrecht turns it. Morin is open. Morin headed to the 18. Amel trapped it down, but he did it with his hand. A late whistle, but he did trap it down with his hand. So it'll be a free kick. Again, if there's no score after this overtime period, there'll be another brief intermission, very brief. I think it's something like 2 minutes, if not 1 minute. And then we'll play another 10 to try to determine a winner. As Adams tried to head it on for Skelton. Campbell broke it up. Flanagan, good recovery after he initially overran that ball. Now it's Joe Young. The fancy footwork.
And then passed it right to the right to the laser.
Was trying to send Flanagan, but did not connect.
It's a great footwork, and then passed it right to him.
On 2 hops, Hallstrom takes this one. A quick glance at the scoreboard by Christian. He sees there's a minute and a half left. And another just bomb. You got to get a stopwatch out here to try to get a hang time count.
His air time is incredible.
Played into the midfield.
Now we have a man advantage, but we have 4 back to 2. So we have a 2-man disadvantage, or a man disadvantage down here.
Miscommunication between the Cadets and Bristol, barely able to get to that loose ball. After him and Albrecht miscommunicated, that ball went out of bounds on the near sideline.
Yep.
No call.
Sure did.
The players around the ball stopped playing, awaiting the whistle, as this one is skied forward. Amel, a nice win of the 50-50 ball, headed it forward. Shears, broken up from behind by Adams. Baco. Montemurro, one touch ahead. Dustin's strong defensive effort to blast it away. 37 seconds left in our first overtime period. That deflected off of Shears. Quick throw taken by Sokol Baco. Montemurro around Flanagan. Now trying to work his way around Shears with 18 seconds left. That ball rolls out of bounds.
Double overtime.
We have a substitute coming in for the Cadets. Kind of at an odd time. Zimmerman's into the match. Amel goes to the bench. I don't think Campbell's just going to kind of toss this one up the far sideline. And that does it for overtime number 1. So we'll play another 10-minute overtime period, or we'll play until somebody scores in this overtime period. 3 minutes up on the clock. We'll take it. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes for overtime number 2 on the Norwich Broadcast Network. We're back with you on the Norwich Broadcast Network. Tanner Acebo and Charlie Crosby getting ready for the start of overtime number 2. Again, it is a golden goal period. If no goal is scored in the next 10 minutes, this game will end in a scoreless draw. Teams switch sides again. Cadets going to go right to left across your computer screen, and the Lasers of Lasell College going left to right.
Cadets still with a man advantage.
Ever since there were 12 minutes left in regulation, when Neri Guerra was sent off, 2 yellow cards. The Lasers will start with possession here in the second overtime period, and we're underway. Taking a shot upfield right off are the Lasers, and a new player into the match for Lasell is Lance Mayo, number 30. Shears. Over to Morin on the far side. Will the cross come in? Here it comes. Brigante up. Got a head to it and skied it. He got a piece of it, but got too far under it.
Yeah.
Great look from Shears to find Morin.
Yeah.
And then Morin's cross came in. Colmenares' goal kick. Side spin on it. Flanagan came together with Skelton, and Skelton's down holding the back of his head. 2 Lasell players are down. And Bristol's going to get called for the foul several yards up. Skelton now back to his feet. He's still shaken up. Referee Seiler comes to check on him.
I don't know about this. Where are they putting the ball?
Right now the ball is about 28 yards out. And now it's going to be 30 yards out. The official spot's 30 yards out.
The foul was back here, wasn't it?
The foul, I believe his spot of the foul
The head
is perfect.
If the head was the foul, it was
No,
back in.
it wasn't the head. It was a foul on Bristol.
This is not good.
Skelton to take it, still holding the back of his head. 4-man wall again for the Cadets. 9:04 on the clock. Play will resume on the whistle. Here it comes. It's a fake. It's a left-footed shot, and Hallstrom to his left to make the save. Barrientos took the free kick. Skelton served as a dummy. And Hallstrom clears it out. On a hop, Briganti flicked it forward with his head, and that's blasted by Montemuro. Nice play by a fan down there in the front row.
Took a ricochet.
Off of our press box. Zimmerman tried to play it forward. This one coming up.
Oh, same fan. Same fan.
He's 2 for 2 down there.
2 for 2.
Sign that guy up.
Sign him up.
As Flanagan's throw was low, but skied into the air by Montemuro. Shears headed it on. Alves will let it roll over the goal line harmlessly for a goal kick. 8:10 left in this game. Still 0-0. Shots 18-11 in favor of Lasell. And it's played forward. It has begun to rain. That's Sabine. As the rain begins to come down. Albrecht in a foot race with Adams. Adams gets the possession. Christian plays the defensive game, and that'll be a goal kick. 7.5 to go. Cadets' best chance of this overtime came off the head of Briganti a couple of minutes ago. Hallstrom's kick. Too high for Young. It was headed forward by Dybod. Spins back to McCarthy. Albrecht steps up. Headed down by McCarthy. Young for Shears. Quick pass back to Albrecht. Now Adams gives chase. Nearly broke it up. Nice play by Morin to find Zimmerman. Zimmerman down to Morin. How is he offside?
Oh, come on. He wasn't offside.
That's the call. Looked like he was checking up with that last defender back. And the rain really starting to come down. Started out as a drizzle.
Yeah, it was driving the fans back under the overhang.
6.5 to go. Shears heads the goal kick on, but Montemuro's there to just kind of sky it ahead again. Bristol went down. Skelton tried to lay it ahead for Adams. Sliding play by Dustin. Broke it up initially, and Bristol just blasted it over the far sideline. You're right, Charlie. It looks like it's almost like the Cadets are playing like they have the player disadvantage.
I know.
They're making plays on the ball too quick.
Look at they got again. Watch when they get the offense going. How many people they got back?
Skelton works his way through 2 defenders. Morin. Skelton got through him. Dustin broke it up,
now they got
but it will be a corner. Corner kick coming to be taken by Barrientos. By the time he plays it, there'll be 5.5 minutes left. The junior from Providence, Rhode Island. Here comes the service. Curling away. It's headed down. It's loose in the 18, and before Skelton could get to it, Zimmerman with a great play. Mayo lays it back to Colmenares, who just skies it ahead again. Albrecht thought about going to the air for it before he became entangled with Barrientos, and Barrientos comes up with it. Still with it. Dustin giving pressure now. Barrientos turns away. 5 minutes left exactly. Adams. Touch back. Service coming in. Hallstrom makes the play. Skelton went up for it, but it was about 2 feet over his head.
Yeah. But they're attacking, and they are the man down. We're just kind of...
Another just bomb of a kick from Hallstrom. That's touched back by Briganti.
Well, let's get this offense going here.
Flanagan. Ahead for Zimmerman. Nice one touch for Shears. Too far ahead. It is played over the sideline by Alves. Shears will leave it for Bristol.
Now he's brought everybody up. He's really got safety net
Yep,
back
Dustin hangs back, and Morin hangs back as well as Bristol's up from his more defensive midfielder spot. Throw comes in. Campbell.
Get out of there.
Campbell was kind of hit from behind, but it is a
Norwich
corner kick, and
now
Alves.
We got a man advantage in here. Let's get in here.
Alves was stepping to the ball. We're going to get a substitute coming in for the Cadets. Amel's going to come in. Briganti's going to go out. They're hurrying.
Why have they got 3 back?
Flanagan's probably going to take some steps in towards the 18, maybe for a rebound chance. Bristol's corner. Albrecht was there. It's played out by Barrientos. And Skelton with a fake. Another fake. Played it off Young. Laser throw. And Montemuro to take it. 3:19 left. Too strong for a die bod. Flanagan played it forward. Nobody crashing for the Cadets.
There's a bomb.
Trying to find Adams.
Nice
Campbell with the clean header. Shears.
Good play.
Nice pass for Young. No communication from his team that he had a man coming, though. He didn't get rid of the ball in time. Mayo did play it over the sidelines, so a throw in for Bristol. 2:45 left.
Again, 3 back.
Bristol's throw. Albrecht up for it. Flicked it on. Campbell trapped it down. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Amel tries for the bike and puts it 20 feet over the crossbar.
Hey, at least we got a few cracks at it that time.
Another substitute coming in for the Cadets. It's Spillane coming in for Zimmerman. .210 left. Headed on by Skelton. Barrientos. Blasted forward by Albrecht. Amel will try to track it down, and Colmenares out again.
That's going to the wild blue yonder.
Throw in for the Cadets in front of their own bench. Actually, it's more towards midfield as Albrecht takes it. Amel skied it with a header. Morin, Amel, nice head. Young couldn't trap it down cleanly, but gets it on a hop. Joe Young turns away from pressure from McCarthy. Turns away again, lost his footing, and Barrientos comes up with it with 1:22 left to play. Stepping up Campbell. Looked like that caught his hand. But Albrecht steps to it and plays it forward. Leaping header from McCarthy. Barrientos misstruck it. Albrecht. Morin tried the back heel flick. Young making a run. And I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Flanagan will track it down. A minute left. Flanagan's cross. Amel couldn't trap it. Morin blocked it down. Bristol going to give chase, but Morin tapped it back to Albrecht. Service coming in. Amel got a head to it. Mayo played it. That's going to bounce. Spillane tried for the half volley. Shears watches it roll out of bounds. Bristol to take the throw. 31 seconds left. This is pretty much your game. Bristol watching for movement in the box.
We don't have anybody back now.
Here it comes. Campbell tried to head it on. It's in his feet. It's loose. Flanagan couldn't get to it. And there's a foul called on the Cadets. And that's going to do it.
Yep.
That's going to be your game right there. Norwich with chances late. A man advantage through the entirety of both overtime periods. And this game ends in a scoreless draw. Final count, Lasell with 18 shots, the Cadets with 13. And Cadets will return here to Sabine Friday night at 8 p.m. in their final home game of the regular season when they play host to Revere College. So the new records for the teams, the Cadets now at 3-1-2 in the GNAC, Lasell at 4-1-1. Overall, Lasell 9-3-1, and the Cadets 5-5-3. Stellar goaltending from Colmenares kept this a scoreless game, and the Cadets could not find the back of the net with the player advantage. Again, we're back on the air tomorrow night for volleyball, as the Cadets will play host to St. Michael's College in an interstate battle, and then, of course, back again Friday for the soccer doubleheader to kick off Parent and Family Weekend. For Charlie Crosby, I'm Tanner Acebo. Again, we thank you for watching. Final score, 0-0 between the Cadets and Lasell.